Greetings all, welcome back to Globbits Gaming Channel. And no, your eyes are not deceiving you. The GLOBS is in a T1 Cunningham. Yes, I have bought a T1 Cunningham in all its clown camo glory. Even got lead magnet written on the side of it. For the simple reason, it is a leg magnet. Its job in a team battle is to basically get shot. But this replay isn't about me. Okay, this replay is about the team and a particular member of the team. We're just stepping out into the world of team battles and doing all that kinds of shenanigans. We're slowly learning. Quojin at the top there, he's basically becoming the team battle commander, if you like. It's going okay. We're winning just as much as we're losing in most of the games that we play. We're about a 50-50 win ratio. This video isn't about what tactics we use or anything like that. Okay, it's about one person in particular. So I've been ordered by our illustrious Q-Dog commander to get my ass over to E1. Okay, basically move myself down. Okay, and basically try and cap as best I can. So I'm going to speed the replay up slightly because you do not want to see me driving across the fields of Ruinberg. Now, while this is going on, the boys have taken up positions. Okay, in the town. Boys and girls, should I say, flam fans and gear all. Okay, they've taken up positions and they're trading blows. So let's just cut to the action and see what they're doing. Okay, so we join the boys and girls in the town. Right, they're taking up positions now. Strategy aside, okay, we're working on strategies for this particular map and all the others. We've done mines and we're doing a couple of others. We've done steps as well, working on different things, bits and pieces. Okay, so I want to use this as an opportunity for the team to see, not necessarily the mistakes, but room for improvement. Now, Q puts a nice shot into that enemy IS-3 there, which actually tracks him and gives Sue the opportunity to actually put a nice 300 damage shot into him. And then Sue starts side scraping, which is a good idea. It's always good to side scrape in a T-32. You don't want to get that frontal hull armour. Now, this is where it becomes a little bit of, well, a term we used to use in the military, a clusterfuck. Personally, there's too many tanks here, and they end up paying the price for this. So, effective fire on the IS-3, we can't get it anymore. So there's another IS-3 taking up position in F2 and basically putting pressure on Maximat in the, is it Maximat? Yeah, in the Tiger 2. Now, Tiger 2 versus an IS-3, close quarters, IS-3 is going to win most of the time. And this is where, we could have had a shot there, but we dared pull the trigger. And by the time we go, oh no, too many tanks. Too many tanks. But we do manage to take a shot at that IS-3. So this is where things start to go horribly wrong. We divert attention, okay, we leave poor old Q there, poor old Commander Q himself, on that corner, trying to tank these guys like a boss. No big deal, not an issue. Tactics are tactics. If you're going to have a plan, if it's a bad plan, we'll do it together. So now we're going to come across an NKV4. Now this is where the T-32's gun lets it down. And that shot right there. We mentioned this in the team training about track shots. It's a good idea. I would have tracked him there. Aim for the track. Aim for that front drive wheel. Yeah, unfortunately, bounced. But we managed to bully this KV4. He's not paying attention to the Super Pershing. Super Pershing managed to get around the back of him. Now we're in all kinds of trouble. We're in all kinds of trouble. So, let's leave it there, and let's see what I've been up to. So, we rejoin the action, the excitement of Globbits flanking action in his T1 Cunningham. Now I decided to get myself a T1 Cunningham simply because what's been happening is whenever I'm in a team game, I'm always in charge. I'm always sort of like taking control and all that kind of stuff, and I want to get other guys to be able to do it. So I take the role of T1, and I'm actually having some really good fun in this thing. It's quite cool to do it, to take a step back and just mooch around in a tier 1, just, you know, trying to cap and stuff. So basically my orders are, we're at this point, we're not quite aware where everybody is, but they've basically come into the town. And in the next 20-30 seconds or so, they're going to spot everybody. So we've pretty much spotted everybody apart from the KV4. Now, if the KV4's coming this way, the odds are he's not. So, and there he is, we've just spotted him. So my orders are now to go cap. Right, I've scouted the outer circle, outskirts of the map, and my job is to go and cap. Now, what is this going to prove? What is this going to do? It's going to have to force one of them to come back. One of them's going to have to come back and deal with me, which means it's one gun that isn't shooting at the other guys, which in itself is a, you know, it's a reward in itself. You know, one BL9 not shooting at my guys is a bonus. If they're shooting at me, then they're shooting at me, not a tier 8. So I'm going to make my way down, try and stay in the bushes, trying to stay out of line of sight, and get in the cap circle as quickly as possible. Now, they haven't destroyed the cover, which is good, because it gives me something to hide behind. Now the battle's going on, you can see the health bars ticking away, and the globs is capping. Now, they'll have seen this, and realised, oh my god, one of us is going to have to go back. Now, if they're not on Teamspeak, which we didn't think they were, because they're all from different clans, it might be a communication issue. It might cause a little bit more disruption than normal. So who's going to come back, do you think? I wonder. Now my bumhole's twitching at this point. Oh, there's an IS-3. Now, what would you expect that IS-3 to do? What would you do? I know what I'd do. I'd shoot me in the face with a BL9 as quickly as possible and get back to the fight. Now I'm perma-pantsing. I'm thinking back to garage. Oh well. So I'm going to fire some rounds at him just in case. You know, and he tries to ram me. And yes, he will. He rams me, and I manage to get behind him. Reload. Try and put some damage into his engine deck. I've got 60mm of penetration with this gun. Not enough though. Just bear in mind, this guy's been nearly half a minute, 45 seconds. Longer than he should have been. So the globs is dead. No big surprises there. Let's go back and see how Sue's getting on. Okay, so we rejoin the action. We are quite literally in the poo right now. We're being flanked by 2 IS-3s. Now, this game pretty much should have been over at this point. Now, I'm not a great believer in stats, but the stats of these players isn't exactly fantastic. And I think that plays into a little bit into our victory. Now they're absolutely focusing Flan down mercilessly, which gives Sue a chance to put some effective fire into the IS-3, trying to limit, reduce him down with a little bit of health. Now, good hull down position here. I don't know. Whoa, that was a bad shot. I'd have waited for that one, but no problem. We're not here to judge his own personal tanking skills. He's trying to side scrape, which is all good. Trying to get some shots if he can. That would have been a good shot to take if you get that central plate. Unfortunately, he bounces. Now he's fired. Now one of the IS-3s loads his brave pills and comes around the corner. Bit of a mistake on that low health. So poor old Sue and Skippy in his Super Pershing are alone against 3 IS-3s. That hit the spaced armour. That's gonna ricochet quite often. That's a bit of an issue there. The misconception with those IS-3s. People think the sides of them are actually quite weak. They're not. They've got some good angled side armour. Now this is a good. I berated him for doing this while we're in the game. When he was this close, he was shooting at the hatch. Now what I would personally do, my personal opinion, is I would drive backwards and shoot him in the hull. Because he's aiming down anyway, he can hit his hull from there, so I'd have drove back. But this seems to be quite effective. He managed to put 2 good shots into those hatches, which you can't do from distance. You can only do from really close up. So fair cop, Sue. I'll admit it, I was wrong. But you did bounce one. So, but this shot, it bounced. It seems to me, mate, when you do that, you're sort of like clicking out of the camera before you've actually fired, which can throw off your aim slightly. Another good shot into the engine bay. Loses some health there, no big issue. Got perfect shots here. I wouldn't have driven forward there, but never mind. Oh, turret cheek. No, we didn't need that. Now he reverses up. This is brilliant. He reverses up and kills him. Now, one of the IS-3s killed his friend. I don't know if you saw that. I'm going to try and go back a little bit. I'm going to try and skip back on the replay. Just bear with me. Okay then, so let's put this back into perspective. In the grand scheme of things, Sue is alone against 3 IS-3s, and he's basically near enough, want of a better word, a one-shot for any of them. So he's in a world of shit. Remember what I said at the start though? The enemy team weren't that great. Well, this is going to be a perfect demonstration as to why, even though an IS-3 is a strong tank, when driven by somebody who's not exactly fantastic, it can be... well, it's not exactly an I-win tank. Check this out. So, he's in a world of shit. He decides quickly here to reverse. Takes his shot and he reverses. He notices the threat there and he reverses, trying to get his hull into cover. Now watch this. I'm going to slow the replay down. Bang! That IS-3 there did not realise that his mate was driving in front of him, and he planted that shot directly into the back of his turret. Now, that was a game-winning shot. Not for him, for us. Because what he's basically done now, he's only given Sue this one guy to worry about. And he's now in a hull-down position. And this is where the T-32 will reign supreme against an IS-3. Now, what this IS-3 should do now, he should point his hull directly at Sue, not sit at an angle like that. But anyway, that was a critical hit there, and that blew open that guy's fuel tank. All right, and I'll tell you for why I know this, because the next shot is going to set him on fire. Bang!
Enemy on fire.
And guess who's not packing a fire extinguisher? Yet another reason. Takes his gun out. Repair the gun. You're shooting in the spaced armour there, Suey boy. Not good. We'll have a look at this in the armour tank viewer after this. He probably knows already. I'm not going to chastise him too much. And he manages to armour rack him for the win. Not a bad showing. Okay. I'm not going to bother you showing you my after battle result screen, because I'll tell you for why. It's not worth looking at, in a nutshell. So, what did we glean from that then? Not a bad result. Didn't get us any mastery badges or Top Gun badges or anything crazy like that. Did get him the one where you're the last surviving tank. I can't remember the name of the award, but he managed to receive that. So let's look at his team score. He did way better than any of us. Special mention to Skippy there, yeah, in the Super Pershing. Didn't do as much damage, alright, but hey ho, still had a good game. Yeah, not a bad game all round, to be perfectly honest with you. Worthy, I thought, of putting on YouTube. Basically, I'm going to use this as a double-edged sword. It's going to be sent out to the masses, alright? So all you guys are going to see it, all my subs are going to see it. But also, it's for the guys that were actually part of the team to see if they can digest any mistakes that they made. So it's a double-edged sword. I'm using it for two reasons. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of these, maybe a little bit of a series on us getting our asses kicked regularly in team games, or doing really well, depending on how it goes, drop me a line in the comments below. Yeah, so not a bad effort there, Sue boy. I told you I'd put it on YouTube. I've done it for you, mate. Catch you later, guys. Bye now.